right, good morning. We are back at one of my favorite spots in the world, and that is VNR, because you never know what you're gonna find. Oh, air cooled. It looks like the meth exploded inside there. If anybody needs an old Econoline dash, good enough. I'm definitely taking these casters though. Stop! Stop! I just wanted to get out of the shop, see if we can find something old and shitty and see if we can get it running. And it looks like they got a couple more Detroits in. Somebody's looking for a core, although there is still a perfectly good 3-cylinder at the other yard in that drag line. And if nobody buys it soon, they are likely going to scrap it and crush it. We might pull it out yet, but somebody call up VNR. I think 2,500 bucks gets you like a rebuilt 3-cylinder that fired up after 20 years. The payloader that we got running last time is still sitting there, tucked in behind the oil tank there. That one, I don't know, it doesn't look like they got any plans for that. Ooh, a dozer. We should fix this thing up. What do you guys think? This is still a good machine. Why would somebody do this? Looks like most of the pieces are here. All we need is an engine. And then after we get it running, we can figure out everything else that's wrong with it. Like the pumps and the tracks are worn out. And then, oh yeah, we should totally fix this thing up. What do you guys think? It's a Caterpillar. You guys know I like Caterpillars. I think that's a hard pass, but if you need that thing or this handle, hit up VNR and I'm sure it's for sale. Or a worn out bucket. Anybody want a worn out bucket? Oh, it doesn't even look that bad. Look at that. All banged up at the top there, but she's good. She's good. Somebody wants a 1, 2, 3, 4 stage cylinder. That probably leaks. We got a nice new trailer that looks like it's in pretty good shape other than the tarp. That looks almost new. I think that can be fixed. Oh, no. Whoops. Looks like she got hit by a pole. Oh, but if you do need these grain dumps, the traps underneath, looks like they're in fairly good shape. What else we got? I don't think there's anything wrong with this thing. Good old Hitachi. Kevin was so disappointed when he couldn't actually buy that boat beside the Terragator, so I should let him know about this. It comes with cylinder heads and valve covers and 4 pistons, easy access to see what kind of shape the pistons are in. I think this trailer was pretty new, but they put 2 boats on it and it collapsed right in the middle there. You see that? Ooh, it looks complete. Why would somebody just do this to a perfectly good boat? Doesn't make any sense. What we got here? We got a crane in pieces. They took the time to take it off, so it must be worth something yet. We got some I-beams, got some massive square tubing. If you want like a tunnel for the kids to play in, where they can learn how to deal with pain with scorching hot steel. Holy crap, I might need to do something with that. That looks pretty heavy duty, because that is very interesting. I might have to talk to James about that. What we got here? An excavator boom. Maybe, you know, if you want to do an upgrade to a backhoe. We got the claw. We got a big giant claw. We got a snow blade. It's got easy access for the snow to come through so it doesn't all pile up in front. Not even sure what this thing is. Some sort of trailer with ramps on it that goes up. But it's got a Lamborghini in it. That's pretty cool. So that is 4-cylinder. Yes. 4-cylinder, 1, 2, 3, 4. But it's definitely junk because it's got a frame on it, so I can't even bother with that. Sweet, we got the Breaking Bad motorhome. It looks like the meth exploded inside there. Blew up the front windshield. She's still fixable, boys. This one's probably amateur. They were just probably growing dope in here. So that's not too bad a shape. Let's see. Oh, they took the battery out. You know what? This dash is like perfect. If anybody needs an old Econoline dash, look at that. Those gauges look sick. I bet it would fire right up. Just so you guys know, no warranty on this one. It's a used recreational vehicle. The whole must have scrapped the kitchen. That thing was probably 30,000 new. Probably more. It's got electronics in it. I'm definitely taking these casters though. This seems like a shame because this, I guess it's very specific to whatever was going through there. You could turn that into a treadmill or something. We got the emergency shut-offs. We should put that on the back of the Audi. It doesn't look very heavy duty. Look at that nice blue color. Ooh, a little forklift. Is that, what's that got for an engine in it? Oh, air-cooled 3-cylinder with a hydraulic pump, so the whole thing is hydraulic. That's pretty cool. You know what we should do? That man lift, actually it's kind of funny because the man lift was in a day where it was like, I want to get out of the shop, and I know that I was sitting there, see if I can get that running. That man lift wiring is just a complete disaster. Called the owner a couple times, asking what he wants to do with it, and he's like, oh, I know somebody who is familiar with those machines. I'll get him to swing by. Now that happened. Oh, Mustang, I've seen worse. The floor doesn't even have holes in it because look, it's holding water. Looks like somebody's patched the floor already. Surprise, surprise, but these Mustangs, these strut towers all went. So kind of like here, and then it would like twist the car and push up. It's pretty, but if you look at it from far away, hold on. Look at that beautiful Mustang. You should buy that. A little 3-point hitch blade. Pick that up for $100. Scrap is down. We got a Carrier reefer unit. So this would have kept air conditioning in a trailer. Huh. Little Kubota. That might be worth something. I think these had like a massive oil tank on the bottom because they run non-stop. So this probably has high hours on it. But I wonder if there is an hour meter anywhere. Probably digital. At least it's sitting the right way up. There's a flap on the exhaust and the intake is sealed. So if this thing turns over, that might be worth something. You could still get like $1,000 for these engines. Haters will say that we just put this here and then put this thing on top to make it look like it hasn't been here for a while. There's no weeds growing underneath it, so obviously we're faking this. We don't listen to the haters, so who hurt you? What channel hurt you to be so negative? Anybody want to see an old Kubota get fired up? Here we go. Good enough. So the important part is right here. Don't crush that. Aim for the rubber boot. Just like that. Just before we get to too much trouble, see whether it, oh, look at that. Good stuff. That's as far as we'll go. Here we go. Of course, everything goes super smooth except that one's spinning and that one's spinning. I could take these ones out right here and remove the mount from the engine, but the oil pan goes underneath here. So, only one thing to do. It doesn't help if you don't hit record, but it's in the back of the truck. Just take it home and see if it runs. It's hot out here. Here we go. All right, here's my little contraption. We got fuel with our special fuel additive. This stuff is super expensive. Cheapest fuel additive is ATF, so we want to lubricate this pump as much as we can with some fresh fuel. We've got a little 12-volt fuel pump, pumping fuel to the inlet, and then our return going into another jerry can. We've got this manual shut-off, which is probably a safety for something. Now, I'll probably have to play with that because I don't know whether it's always on or always off. But probably play with this lever. But if you're wondering why I didn't fire it up at the yard, is because it's not just a simple start it up. It still has a shut-off solenoid on it, which gets controlled by a pile of computers inside, because there is an oil pressure switch here that acts like a Murphy switch, because this thing would have been running without anybody watching it. So if it loses oil pressure or it gets too hot from the temperature sensor, then it automatically shuts off. So we need to bypass that. So 3 wires, just like a Cummins. We've got black, which is your ground, and then you got a pull-in wire and a hold-in wire to give this fuel. So if the diesel's not running, it's because it's not getting fuel. So we'll crack some injector lines, see if we can get some fuel out of there. But in the meantime, we have to hook our pull-in wire, which I forget what it was now, either the red or the white, as we're cranking it over. So tie that to our start wire, and then our hold-in wire to our ignition. And then we'll bump it over, it'll pull in fuel, it'll fire up. And I'm thinking, even though we got a nice wide oil pan, maybe I'll just strap it to the tailgate just so that it doesn't flop around and catch my shirt and this, and then a whole bunch of other stuff. All right, ready for this? Red wire goes over to the starter and then comes back. So I just touch this to here and it'll turn over like that. Blue wire connected to the back, black wire connected to the ground. This one. This one would be the hold-in wire, which goes to there. And that turns it on. Then I just need to hot wire this pump. Maybe jam it into here. Hear the pump go, yeah. And strap it down. And let's see if we get some fire. Oh, we should hot wire the glow plug too, even though it's like beautiful and sunny out. These Kubotas love their glow plugs. Here we go. Start and ignition. That's always exciting. Oh, that doesn't sound so good. Sounds like a little knocky. I guess in doubt, rev it out. Let it run for a couple minutes, or about 20-30 seconds. Let me get my heat gun, make sure it's firing on all cylinders, but it runs, but yeah. Probably don't need glow plugs. We just need this. It's got oil pressure. Where'd that come from? It blew the dipstick up. She got some blow by. Oh, my grandpa cat. Oh, no. Okay, so that's not to say that this isn't working properly. Maybe that's jammed closed, who knows. Anyway, let's fire it up again without this cap on there. Looks pretty good in there. But, like, it doesn't sound like it's popping out here. I should probably take that off so it doesn't suck anything in. Let's try it again. Here we go. That pipe, firing in that one, and that one. Nice. Strap's in the way, but she lit up on all 3 cylinders. Perfect. Another successful day at V&R. You never know what you're gonna find. If you guys are interested in any of the stuff that you saw in the beginning of the video, hit up the Boss Garage Inquiries at gmail.com. We'll put the link down below in case I got that wrong, but we will hook you up with the right person at V&R there, and you can just deal directly with them. Kind of a filter between them because they don't want all sorts of questions. Either you want it or you don't. Make an offer on something, and then we'll see if that's a serious enough offer to bug them, because their time is more valuable than some of the stuff that they've got laying out back. This, however, I put up for sale already. I already had a contact, already sold this one actually. Nice and cheap because I don't know the history on that one. And the reefer unit probably has higher hours on it than something like a lawnmower would, which sits for 6 months of the year not doing anything. Kind of like a boat. Boats never have many hours on them because they only go out for like 6 hours a summer. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We had some fun firing this up. Actually, I just got another call from V&R. They had a nice truck pull in, so we're gonna go take a look and see if we can fire that up. And I think we're gonna fire up the drag line again one more time and try to sell that engine, because it is still sitting at the other yard. And if you guys don't buy that thing, they're gonna scrap it and crush it. And it's your guys' fault. Like, I can't buy it. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Remember, if you're not filthy, you're not rich. And just goof off and have some fun with stuff. Here we go.